Myrth-Erd, a land of ancient beauty, where towering mountains rise like solemn watchers over endless green fields and shadowed forests. Rivers cut through the land, winding like silver threads, weaving life and lore into every corner. Here the songs of past ages linger, whispered by the winds that brush the towering cliffs and drift through the sprawling woodlands. From the golden dunes of the south to the frost-laden peaks of the north, this world breathes with mystery, its secrets held close by time itself. In my visions I have seen him, a king yet unknown, destined to unite us all. Against the darkness that stirs, he alone will bind our fate. From the ashes of discord, he shall rise, wielding hope like a blade to face the coming storm. I must find him, the one they speak of in hushed tones. Up in the mountains he wanders, hidden from the eyes of men, yet he bears the bloodline of kings, the true heir to the throne of men, the one destined to stand against the darkness. Though the path is treacherous and the peaks are shrouded in mist, I will not falter, for without him, our hopes wither, and the realm falls to shadow. I must reach him before it's too late. I must find a way to convince him to join me on this quest, to stand against the tide of darkness rising. Yet, he is stubborn, scarred by years of solitude, cast out by his own people. They turned him away, left him to wander these forsaken heights. He bears the weight of exile, the bitterness of betrayal. But he is the one, the true heir. And without him, we stand little chance. I must break through the walls he's built, make him see that his path, our path, is bound to the fate of all. So, our journey begins. We pass through the ancient ruins of Bir Ramun, where his ancestor once stood, defiant, defending this realm against the forces of evil. Stones now broken, walls crumbling, yet their memory remains, a reminder of the strength that runs in his blood. With each step, I pray he feels the weight of his lineage, the duty calling him forward into the battle that awaits. We must forge new alliances and seek out those who still remember loyalty. Old friends distant and scattered, each holds a strength we'll need. The time has come to split our paths, to gather allies from all corners of the realm. Only united can we stand a chance against the darkness closing in. The fate of our world depends on it. He will travel into the dark forest, where the forest elves dwell, ancient friends of men, bound by bonds forged long ago in blood and trust. They are reclusive now, hidden in shadows, their magic entwined with the trees themselves. Yet, they have not forgotten their oath, nor the times when men and elves fought side by side against the darkness. If he can reach them, earn their trust once more, they may lend us their wisdom, their skill. For in this coming battle, we need every ally, every force, to stand against the storm that gathers. In the shadowed halls of her forest realm, he meets Queen Elanthea, radiant and wise. Her gaze is grave as she speaks of the rising peril, a dark force stirring deep within Mount Barazur. There the Dark Lord gathers his armies, amassing strength in secret, preparing to unleash a darkness that will engulf us all. Sensing his resolve, she gifts him the blue light of Lirindur, a shimmering vial of ancient elven magic, to guide him through the shadows that lie ahead. "Take this," she says, her voice soft but firm, "for it will be your beacon when all else fades." With a solemn look, she urges him onward, advising him to seek the ancient citadel, where allies and wisdom await. With a final nod of respect, he leaves her presence, carrying her words and the light of Lyrandur as he steps into the uncertain path before him. The night is thick and heavy as I arrive in the village of Barad-dûr, its winding paths silent under a pale moon. I seek my old friend Druin, a bond forged in younger days, through trials neither of us could forget. He stands waiting, his face etched with wariness but softened by familiarity. I tell him of the shadow rising from Mount Barad-dûr, the Dark Lord's ruthless will to devour all lands, sparing no one, no matter their strength or allegiance. We need your father's hand, Druin, I say, urging him to understand. He alone holds the power to rally those who once fought bravely beside us. Druin's gaze is steady, thoughtful. I sense his heart stirring, torn between loyalty to kin and the growing darkness that threatens all. And in the quiet of the village night, hope kindles anew. At last we arrive at Khazad-dûm, the mighty mountain stronghold, home to my friend Druin and his kin. Its great halls echo with the strength of stone and the wisdom of ages, a fitting seat for his father, King Tharandir. We stand before him, and before a word is spoken, I see it in his eyes. He already knows why we've come. His gaze is unyielding, his presence commanding. The darkness from Mount Barad-dûr stirs once more, he says, his voice a low rumble like the mountain itself. But know this, I have readied my people for what's to come. With a fierce pride, he gestures to the warriors gathered, armor gleaming under torchlight. You did well to seek me, he continues, for I am bound to this cause, to stand against the darkness that would claim our world. And with those words, hope ignites in my heart, for I know we do not stand alone. Through hills and fields he rides, the landscape rolling beneath him as his steed carries him ever closer. The wind stirs his cloak, the sun dipping low as he presses onward, purpose driving him forward. And at last, he crests the final hill, and there it stands. The citadel, a towering marvel of stone, proud and resolute against the darkening sky. The regent keeper of the crown steps forward to meet him, his gaze sharp and questioning. Why have you returned, he asks, his voice carrying the weight of years and duty. What are your plans now after all this time? The king meets his eyes, steady and resolute. I have only one plan, he replies, his voice firm yet calm. To defend my people, to stand with them against the darkness, as any true king must. His words settle over the hall, unwavering, a promise bound by blood and honor. And in that moment, all know that the heart of a king has returned. The enemy has crossed the river. Their forces surge forward, unyielding. War has begun, and the realm stands on the edge of darkness. You must pledge your loyalty to the realm, your life to its people. Only then can you rise as King Eldrin, the last heir to the ancient throne. Kneel now, and let the crown bind your destiny, for you are the hope that remains. King Eldrin, the last heir.